Hey beauty, what's good? It's Amber. I am very grateful that you're here. And you know, I know you clicked this video because you're like, give me the scoop on these foundations. You know I'm going to be honest with you and just tell you the truth, what I think. I actually put 100% of my money into these products. They were not sent to me. They were not like, hey, give us a shout out, like nothing. There was no deal made. Now, that's not to say that there won't be, because I just know that that's just what happens. You know, it's like, hey, give us a shout out, talk about it, all the things. And I love doing that, but I only team up with brands that truly are brands that I support. Do you know what I mean? Like if it's a product that I would use, do use, or you know would be beneficial for me or you guys, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna share it. So let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, can you believe that we're saying January 2024? That seems very surreal. I remember when we were going into like 2000s. It was like the world's ending. You know, everybody panicked. And now we're here 24 years later. I'm like, we're still thriving. And it's just wild. So I'm looking forward to it though. I honestly never thought that I would be here making this video for you ever in my wildest dreams. My besties know me better than anyone, obviously my family, but they're like, we've been begging you to do stuff like this for a long time. Thank you, Amber. So anyways, I'm just happy that now I'm here to share it with you. So gosh, I've been digging in for 2 years using all different new brands, and that's why I'm so honest. Like, you can trust what I'm telling y'all, because if I spent my money on it and paid full price and didn't return it, it's good stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel about it. I am definitely one that will return if need be. All right, let's just, I've done too much gabbing. If you're new here, subscribe. So sorry I did not say hi to you. If you're new here, honestly, the biggest compliment, the biggest thing that you could do is just to like recognize that you are here and like, hey, I support what you're doing. Just hit the subscribe button. It costs you $0. It just also allows me to make better and more content for you. You know, it obviously shows that my content's good and that it's needed to be seen. So when you do subscribe and you do hit the like button, it obviously pushes it out and YouTube's like, okay, girl's doing something. But I will tell you, YouTube is where people find my videos, through Google search or through the YouTube search. So, and another big thing is people share my content. So that's also where people find my content. You know, it's like it was shared through an app or whatever. And so anyways, I just have to tell you that because that's in the analytics. I can see it. But it's like a 50-50 split. Like half of y'all are subscribed, half of you are not. And I get a lot of new traffic, but you're not all staying to subscribe. So I'm wondering what's up with that. What's up? Anyways, hit subscribe for real. And drop in the comments. Talk to me there. I answer my comments. Might take me a few days, but I answer my comments. Okay, let's dive in. I tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 foundations. I do have some other things that I use as foundation, but these are like my foundations that are in, excuse me, that was so rude. Let me sip. That are in my makeup case that I will substitute as like, you know, foundation or whatever. It's not sold as that, but you know what I mean. We get creative with makeup, but we're gonna go right into House Labs. Oh, backwards. This right here is so amazing. And you're going to see some clips. I'm going to do some overlays too, because I know I don't want to just talk about a product. I also want you to physically see it on my face, like no makeup to putting it on and just seeing one layer, because I really want you to see like how the product works. Like, this is a skin care foundation, and I cannot stress it enough that it's that good. I was actually very shocked that I liked it that much. It's probably one of the best foundations I've ever actually put on my face, and that says a lot. Because I'm very particular when it comes to makeup. And when I say makeup, not just the color portion of makeup like, the creamy makeup, you know? And this right here is everything. 20 skincare ingredients. So it has so many benefits to it. And you guys, I'm like also going off of like what they have on their website. So not only are these things that I've read and researched previously to purchasing them, but it's like honestly like what I've known about the brand, you know? And I'm like, okay, now that this is why I want to buy it. So you can see right here, the coverage of it is beautiful. A couple swipes and boom, like I have really great coverage. One of the things that I notice most of all when it comes to putting on my foundation, I have a darker spot like right here. That's just popped up over like a few years. And it has, I mean, I know it's like sun damage, just populating on my skin over the years, but I do have some dark spots. That's like the only one that's from sun. But I know I have some scarring just from like, I had this whole bad reaction to my face a couple years ago. It had nothing to do with skincare products, had to do with like a bacterial infection. But anyways, it may have been from that, to be honest, because I can't really recall, did it come from that? But that dark spot is really an indicator for me if I love foundation or not. Is that not funny? I'm like, did it cover it enough? You know, like how well did it cover that? And so, but I also have dark spots like around my hairline because of plucking and tweezing through the years and underneath this brow, and I also have freckles. So I have things that I notice, like how well does it cover? And this foundation, not only does it feel like a serum going on your face with tint to it, but it also covers really, really well. So it's so soft, it's so amazing, it's so luxe. Like I truly love the feel of this foundation so much. And I actually, no, I don't have this on today. I was gonna say I actually have it on today. I do not. I'm gonna talk about the last foundation I'm gonna talk about today is actually what I have on my face. But anyways, this one's really, really great. I want to tell you how much it is. Let me see. Oh, $45. Okay, so this foundation is $45. And it's meant to layer, like, you know, and I like that about foundation, honestly. I like to be able to layer up my foundation because there's certain areas that just need more coverage than others without it looking cakey, you know, and this one definitely does the job. I have been so happy with the coloring of this. If you have a problem getting color matched, I have an amazing video on my channel that was made most recently, and it will help you go into a store, like physically go into a store and color match yourself. And it's just, it amazes me so much how much women struggle with this. And honestly, it's serious. It's a serious thing, because when you buy foundation and then you have to take it back because it doesn't work, or it sits in your bathroom or your vanity cabinet and then you're very annoyed by it because you feel like you wasted your money. I don't want you to go through that. I honestly don't. I want you to avoid it. So there's a few questions that you need to ask yourself previously to going into the makeup store to get matched. And these are going to help you a lot, even by reading the product. Sometimes you don't even have to like test, you know, strip or whatever. You don't even have to always do that. You can just know the answers to the questions that I ask you in that video, and then boom, you're like, this is what I need, and then you just go for it. And so it's definitely beneficial. Watch that, especially even using any new brand. You just need to be very aware of that, and then it will help you color match. But House Labs, I give this a 10 out of 10. I am so impressed with it. It is glorious. It is wonderful. It is very nostalgic for me because it's a glass. I remember when growing up, my mom used a foundation that was in a glass container jar. And I just think it's so cool. So it does say shake well before use. I actually just saw that. So give it a good shaky poo, which you should do with all your makeup. So when it comes to your liquids, give it a good shake because it sits, you know, and things can separate. So shake it up so everything can kind of get mixed back together. But so cool, beautiful packaging, and it's very just fancy and elevated, and it's great, and it's 45 bucks. I feel like that's very reasonable for a good foundation. And the ounces of this, sorry y'all, my nose has just been dripping, like liquid dripping. The ounces of this is 1 fluid ounce. So 1 ounce of foundation. And I feel like this should last a long time. Now I've had this maybe like a month right now. Maybe a little over a month, maybe 5 weeks. But Really, really wonderful. But I also have multiple foundations that I kind of go back and forth with. So we'll see how long it lasts. Now the next one that we're going to talk about is the Clinique Even Better Clinical. This has SPF in it. So it is a wonderful foundation because it does have sunscreen in this. And it does have skincare ingredients in it as well. And you can see here with me trying it that it's just very like serum-y, you know what I mean? It's loose and it kind of drips, and it has like, you know, it's like, it's not this thick type of, it's not moving, you know, and I love that. And that actually will show you, oh, well, this product has some movement to it, so there has to be skincare in it, you know. And there is, and that's a big indicator that you can trust whenever you are testing it, trying it, using it, that it will have those skincare ingredients listed on the product. And this one does not have it like on the bottle. Neither one of them do. So when you do want to research a product previously to go into the store to get it, I like to do my research on their website. I like to go and look up YouTube videos that other people have given reviews on it. Either lean in Instagram or TikTok, whatever app that you use the most to really like find your, you know, your person that gives you great information on product, which I give great information on product on all my handles. So check that out. I give a lot of, now in 24, I'm giving more reviews on product in my community. So check out the BBC. So much fun there. But anyways, this was actually my first foundation that I purchased outside of the one that I grew up using. And this made me so, so happy. It matched me really well. Oh my gosh, and I did not tell y'all the shade. So Haus Labs, my foundation shade is, I think I did pop it on the screen for you though, but my shade is 200 Light Medium Neutral in Haus Labs. Clinique, my shade is CN52. So I am a neutral undertone. That is just natural for me. So that I always lean into the ends whenever I'm finding my shade. But anyways, this one I'm so, so impressed with. And it's just a beautiful match. Both of these are beautifully matched because I foundation match myself, right? But this one is awesome. I will definitely give that also a 10 out of 10. I want to tell you how much this foundation is as well. I think that's just a good thing to know before going into the store, because a lot of times you go in with a budget and you know, like, this is what I want to wear or whatever. I mean, how much money I want to spend. It's $44. So $1 difference between Haus Labs or the Clinique foundation. I also find it very interesting that brands, I know they have ratings and how they get voted in on like best product, but it does say it is their best seller out of all their foundations. A lot of them are also like, this is the #1 foundation, you know, but that is proven. They have gone through clinical testing and all the things to get voted in for that. So these are really, really great things. And I, across the board, only hear positive things about these two foundations. So these are definitely ones that I will continue to put my money at. And when they run out, I'll go and get another one. That's how strongly I feel about it. And that's why I put this video together for you, because I feel that strongly about it. I'm like, dang, you really need to know about it. And I think that these are worth your money. Sometimes you're like, well, you know, I don't want to spend that much on a foundation, but if it's that good and it makes your skin feel that good, it's worth it, you know? The next foundation is Shea from Say Hello. This really is truly good, and I didn't know about it until maybe 6 months ago, even the brand, period. Like, I know it's been in the stores, but I'm like just now, you know, sometimes it's like out of sight, out of mind, or until you hear it or see it somewhere online, it's like it doesn't exist to you. Do you know what I mean? That's how crazy it is. But as soon as I heard another YouTuber talking about this, she just went on and on and on, and watching her put it on and seeing the before and the after. And it's not, she wasn't a makeup YouTuber or anything. She just vlogging and doing a lot of DIY fun stuff, and just watching her do it, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I actually do want to try it now, you know? And a lot of times before you even know that you're in love with it, like, you yourself want to just like go test it out, you know? And so I tested it out. I didn't even talk about it, nothing. And I just was going to see if I loved it. So this one I actually do love. Now, there's pros and cons to me using the word love when it comes to foundation, but this one I do want to tell you. So it's a glowy super skin. It is full of really good ingredients. One thing that stuck out to me the most was squalene. squalane is something that is going to allow your skin to like naturally produce hydration and help your skin have more hydration. So I was like, oh, that makes sense that that's in there. But this one's a clean product. So they're very, like, their brand is very based on like having clean, very good products or ingredients in their products. And so when I use it, so this is like my con about it, is that it doesn't give a lot of coverage, you know, and that's not really what it's for. It's for color and hydration, and it does what it says it's going to do. So I can't really be mad at it. But when I hear the word foundation in my head, I'm like, coverage. You know what I mean? Like, I just immediately, my brain goes, coverage, coverage. And so for me, the things I just shared with you earlier, little dark areas or whatever, like sometimes I'm just like, I just want to like be covered, you know? But then it takes me back to, I want my skin to be my skin. And I love when I get compliments like, your skin looks so good, or your skin is so glowy, you know, what do you use? Or, you know, I also get compliments like, I love your makeup, what do you use, you know? So I think that's really big. The biggest compliment I ever get is like, I love your eyeshadow. Like, I get that all the time. I've got it since I was a child, I think, because my lids are just so large and there's so much space. There's like, they see my shadow, I don't know, but anyways, but it could be the blending process, I don't know. But I love this Shea brand. I've been very, very happy with it as well. Oh, and this one's $40. Yes, this one is a $40 foundation. So I'm finding the ones that I have purchased are a little bit like in the higher end that you would consider, because they are not like under $20 or under $25. So you are spending a little bit on it, but for what it is, it's awesome. This one, again, this one is a 1 ounce as well. And I think the Clinique also is, dang, I'm not really sure. Oh, it was a 1 ounce. So, okay, most foundations I'm finding out, I don't think I've ever paid attention to that. But this is a 1 ounce also. But again, when you're wearing a foundation that's also going to help your skin be better and look better, it just makes so much sense to spend the extra money, because you're getting really great skincare ingredients with it. So I like this a lot. I also want to know what you're using. So if you're using any one of the 3 that I just spoke about, I'll love for you to drop that in the comments. Or maybe it's one that I don't know about and maybe you want to share that with me. I would love to know. So that one's really good. Sorry for my squeaky chair. I changed chairs for where I'm sitting now at my vanity. And I like it because I want to just use my vanity for what I'm doing, putting on my makeup, getting ready, you know, recording content, all that stuff. And then I want to use my desk for my desk. And so I really kind of had like my vanity chair was more like a desk chair, you know, back, and it was comfy. But anyways, this is a little squeaky. I need to work on me and WD-40 it or something. Okay, the next foundation we're going to talk about is from Fenty Beauty. So here's this one. Again, very nostalgic. It's a glass bottle. And it's just very sleek. It's very sleek and very pretty. And I have, okay, let me say this. Everything I've used from Fenty, I've been very happy with. Like, when I say happy, like happy with. But I've not purchased everything from Fenty, because some stuff I'm like, I wouldn't really use it. You know what I mean? So why would I buy it? But this one right here, I love it. It's a soft matte longwear foundation. Also, it says shake well before you use. I'm just reading that on the back. Like, I've never even paid attention to that. This one actually has more than 1 ounce. It has 1.8 fluid ounces. Whoa, that has more. Okay, let me go to Fenty. And I, again, have already read the things on the site just from personal, like, digging into the product. But I just want to make sure I'm quoting the price right for you guys. It's $40. And then you get more. So, but let me be honest. I was shocked by this, that Fenty Beauty does not have a lot of skincare ingredients in it. It really doesn't. And this is another thing that, and you'll have to think about what I said earlier, like whenever I squirted this product on my hand to try it, the product doesn't move. Like, it's very solid. And so, and it gives very, very much like good coverage. So a couple swipes and boom, like I have great coverage. I am using a brush putting on the foundation for you to see it, but my personal preference is a blender. I love a blender. So even today I put my foundation everywhere on my face, but then I went back with my blender to soften it up and things, you know, because I think that just gives more of like an airbrush look to blend it in with the blender. But the Fenty foundation, I've really, really loved it. I didn't get it because of skincare ingredients or anything like that, or, you know, having more like dewy skin. This is the one that I purchased for like the soft matte. Personally, I think I need both in my makeup case, and you probably feel the same way. But having both like a matte finish for when you have more oily days or depending on the season, and then more dewy and luminous when, you know, again, depending on the season, right? Maybe your skin's going through some things and you just really want more skincare ingredients in your foundation that's super important to you. But this one right here is still a great foundation, even though it's lacking that. And I really wish it had that in there. I'm like, why wouldn't you put that in there? That makes so much sense. But it is a really, really great foundation. I'll give it a 9 out of 10 because of that. I don't even think I rated Shea. I'm going to give this also, just because y'all know it's good, but I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. It's very, very good, but this is like one of those that I will buy it again. I 100% will buy it again. But it doesn't give the coverage that I want. Do you know what I mean? So when I think mentally foundation, it bothers me. But if my skin did not have any dark areas at all that I wanted to cover up, then it would be a 10 out of 10. So that's just me. So you probably will rate it better than I did because of that reason. But anyways, I'm just talking experience and honesty. But these are ones that when they run out, I will repurchase because I've been that impressed and happy with them. And this one's really, really good. And all 4 of these that I've already spoke about match me so well that I do not have to blend and work towards a blend and like take it down my neck or chest to match. I'm really big on get the foundation that matches your skin complexion. And a lot of women don't tan their face. Like, that's how it is, and you shouldn't. Use SPF, cover up your face and all that. But if your face and your neck and chest are the same color, which mine are, then honestly, you should not have to have a lot of trouble with like blending it, you know, from face to your body. It should just work really well if you're getting the right true foundation match. And so all 4 of these that I already talked about really match really well. I did do a stripe test with every single one of these brands in the store previously to purchasing them. And I, you know, just to feel really comfortable with it. I also do not wear makeup in the makeup stores. I think the first time ever when I went into the makeup store in 2022, you guys, is when I first walked into Ulta and Sephora, because I had been using a previous brand that I had been loyal to since I was a child, and they didn't sell it there. I didn't need to do that. And so going in there, I was decked. I had my full face on. But what I noticed when I did that is that obviously that's fine and that's who I am and I love it. But I noticed when I did that, I couldn't really experience the product like I wanted to. And I know some of y'all might be like cringing right now thinking like, stop putting product on your face in the makeup store, you know, but that's what I do. I put it on my hand. I'm putting it like right here from jawline down to my neck. Like, I'm really digging into the product. Concealer, I'll put it under my eye. I'll put it on a dark blemish. Like, that's the time that I want to be doing that, you know. And of course I'm sanitizing and I'm doing all this stuff, right? And I know the product is what it is. It's been touched by many others and things, but I just don't panic over that. You're touching nastier things than that if you want to honestly think about it. Okay, so just go into the makeup stores and have fun. Touch, feel, see, enjoy. The drugstores, you cannot do that. That is why I struggle with that. I'm like, I just want to open it, but you can't do that. So anyways, but let's move on. The last foundation I want to talk to you about is what I'm actually wearing right now. So I just want you to see this before I really show it to you. Matches. It's good. It's good. It's good. I do have on contour. I do have on product. I actually do have on some product down here too. It's not a foundation. It's just something fun. But you'll be able to see that and hear that more later, but in some other videos. But I am wearing Rim Beauty. Okay. I honestly have been looking forward to buying this for quite some time. And when I went into the store though, you guys, They did not have my shade. I'm looking at my dog right now. He's literally laying on my robe and I'm like, what is he doing? They didn't have my shade and I was so upset by it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to order it online. Then I didn't, because I was like, it's fine, I'll come back next time. So the shade, oh, in Fenty Beauty I am shade 260, and then in Say I am number 10, and then in Rim Beauty I'm light 6N. And so anyways, I love this. Now when I first put it on in the store, it was perfect, and then I put it on at home and I was like, oh my gosh, I think it's a little bit too light. So if you ever feel that way, like you're like, it did match, so is it not matching now? Let it oxidize to your skin so it just like warms up to your skin tone, and then it completely melts in and matches. And that's exactly what this one does for me. It matches me perfectly, and I love the way it feels. So it's boosted with a lot of skincare ingredients as well. Let me look up Rim Beauty, the price tag on that line as well. I want to have that for you. And I have just been so happy. Today is the first day that I'm actually like wearing the foundation, because I recently just purchased it. But if I can type the word foundation and actually speak at the same time, that would be really helpful. This foundation is $35. So from $35 to $45 in the foundation range today. So reasonable and affordable. I'm really happy with Rim Beauty, and I think that you will be too. And I am excited to create more video content for you using these foundations. I do a lot of makeup tutorials in the Blush Beauty Collective community, so go check that out. That's really fun. It's only $20 a month in that membership, and it's awesome. So you'll love that account there, but a lot of private content and stuff too. So, but I've been so impressed with these foundations, you guys, that I know in 2024 these are going to be your foundations that you do want in your makeup case. You do want to use these like winter, going into spring, summer, fall. These are going to be your babies, and they are really going to pull through. They give you versatility, and they give you a lot of variety as far as like what's in them, and you're going to be really happy with it. So let me know in the comments what foundation that you purchased, what you're wearing right now, and I cannot wait to hear from you. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you for being here. You're the best, and I cannot wait to see you in the next upload. Love you. This was so fun. Yay. Happy 2024. Happy foundation matching. Happy foundation wearing. See you in the next one. You're awesome. Look at my hair. Hair goals this year, guys. Length and thickness. I'll share more about that with you too, but I'm loving it. See ya. Oh, and this makeup look, it's posted in the community. Go check that out in the description. Okay.